Readied up. Python is about to prepare. Rep did, of course, beat Phrase in the semi-finals. It was a really tight best of five. Python managed to beat Kama, so the two brothers who were at the top of Australian Quake are now all of a sudden not. This is the grand finals beginning right here, and I am going to start on Python's point of view. And mega sorted with a lower yellow. It looks like we got a... Well,
Yeah.
I thought we'd have a split. Okay, Python's stack just evaporated completely.
Yeah, he did manage to deal some damage in the front, and that trail he just did was good for him.
Shout out to With Condiments, man. Thank you very much for subscribing right there. Much appreciated support. But right now we've got to enjoy the action over here because we might get first blood in a second. If that first rocket landed, he might have got the frag a couple of seconds earlier, but the LG is fine, and first blood has been spilled in the grand finals.
Python had really no choice to back off from that anymore after he sees the LG land next to him.
Yeah. It was a really good push, actually.
And here, if Rep chases him, he might be going down again. And there we see the second frag.
Yeah, lovely job. Python kind of getting a little bit stuck on the edges just then. This is a Rep's map, so he's definitely going to be looking to win this one.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's not under... He could be under more pressure. He was pretty low just then, but finds the 50 health bubble.
He managed to get, the golden bubble.
I like that name. Again, just on the brink of survival, basically.
Yeah, if that second rail would have hit, he would be looking much worse right now. But that Mega, though, restored him pretty well.
Could say the same about the red on top of that. His stack is looking beautiful. I think Python's just got to slow it down.
Yeah, his Rep is managing the map pretty well. Like, even if he takes those fights where he takes a lot of damage, he still makes sure he has the big items next to him to replenish him, and not letting Python get a grab.
I like that Rep's kind of leaving the focus on the Mega right now. There's Rep on the other side of the map, and you know what? It's absolutely fine. He'll be able to get both regardless, as Python was snooping around the yellow.
And there we get a nice aerial rocket.
And a bit of LG to follow up. Rep knows he doesn't need to get the frag straight away because Python is so damn weak.
Exactly. And he doesn't get the big items to restore himself from those kind of small fights.
He went over to that 25 health level, and you could tell that Python was like a deer in front of headlights when he got there. He knew there was no way he wasn't going to escape Rep's grasp at all.
No chance for that.
Trying to bait it in a little bit, Python. Not sure if he heard the Mega pickup. You can hear the Mega pickup from quite a long way around the map, so a good chance
it's
he did.
pretty much in the center, so.
Sound flying through those windows as well.
Rep is doing really good with his 200, like just playing it carefully and not doing any big mistakes.
This is what I noticed against Phrase as well, is his control was just suffocating at times, and I think Phrase, kind of used to being at the top of the Australian scene, was expecting the game to be easier, just maybe thought that he could fight him out of control, but Rep was always prepared. But this might be the first small blunder. No Mega. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, he managed to escape that fight without taking too much damage. The first rail looked that it might be a good fight for Python. Now he doesn't want to come through this anymore, and he goes down. Python gets the first frag, he's on the scoreboard.
There we go, man. He's going to be feeling a little bit better after that. He's got to make sure this is a clean fight right now. He gets 2 rails in a row. 2-4. Wonderful plays there from Python.
Definitely. He's getting himself back in the game. Very nice.
That's good damage to negate as well the effects of the Mega health. And he knows that top yellow still got a little bit of time until it respawns. You can't get any damage over there. Hoping for the best with these pixel rails, but nothing's landed.
Unfortunately.
So Rep may have leaked a bit of his score away and allowed Python onto the board, but he looks like he's trying to secure control. I want to see Rep challenge for this Mega health.
Well, I don't think he really can do that anymore.
He kind of just came in. Yeah, like, direct rocket, alright, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, that's the sign for you that you should not be there.
Let's have a look at some accuracies a little bit. Pretty solid stuff. Oh, what? These rockets and the rail at the end.
Python, really good job there.
That was
Managed
amazing.
to get the 3rd kill for himself.
And Rep just didn't have a hope in hell in surviving that whatsoever. The damage was just ridiculous, and Python lost, barely enough armor that actually matters.
Yeah.
And
we'll see what Rep wants to do at this point. Like, he did get the Mega now, and he's not looking too bad. He might be able to take up this fight, yes. Especially when Python is missing all those rockets. That was a very good fight for Rep.
Unfortunately for Rep, though, he fell off the edge, so Python's going to be able to get the red armor.
Yeah, but when you compare this player's stacks, it's not that big of a difference. Especially when he keeps the Mega for himself. He would like to have another yellow. Python is going for it instead.
Yeah, that was pretty sketchy for Python, but it turned out okay in the end. We got one rail figured out. Rep wants to move closer. They're both fighting for this red armor, but Python
ties up the game.
Lovely. These games that we've been having in this invitational match, I've watched quite a few of the VODs, and so many of them have been, at least in the far later rounds, I've been going to 5 maps. There've been ZLR, Kama, I think was really close. We had Kama versus Python, that was insanely close. We had Rep versus Phrase, which has been ridiculously close. I think if we don't get a 5-mapper today, then I'll be really surprised the way that this event's been going.
Yeah, this is some real high-quality games we're watching here.
The likes of Phrase as well. He was a guy who was taking down the best, winning the Face It Sunday Cups when he was in Europe. He is an extremely strong player, and I think that's a credit to Rep, who managed to beat him, and Python, who beat his brother, who's also similarly skilled. Like, I think people underestimate how much talent there actually is in the Southern Hemisphere, more notably in Australia.
Yeah, the scene is so small and just disconnected from everybody else, so it's kind of hard to pay notice to him.
Yeah.
And Rep saw him in the corner of his eye, but didn't go for the rails.
I think Python, he just really... It's almost like he doesn't even want his attention to be there for him. He knows that Python's got control. It's like, don't hurt me. And Python...
Yeah, that could be it. And I don't understand, why did he stick around next to the window?
Oh,
and he's going down again.
What a chase though from Python. I think he's trying to juke the fact that, he wants to go to the red armor more directly, and he totally didn't. Rep being bounced around, and Python is now 2 frags in the lead.
Nice juggling.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. And top yellow as well. Yep, Rep's going to have to completely ignore that, and now in the last 2 minutes, he's going to have to try and make his way back in it, otherwise he's going to lose his first map choice. And Python's just...
Yeah, that's not good for him. That's definitely not what he wants.
Mega. There's the horrible 200-200. I'm going to go over to Rep. I want to see what he's going to be capable of doing. Like, he's got less than half the stack that Python has at the moment. It's difficult to see...
Yeah, there's less than 2 minutes as well.
Yeah, it's difficult to see any hope at the moment, but it certainly doesn't mean there's no time for him to do that.
If this fight starts with that rail, the hope is definitely even smaller.
Yeah. Just this yellow actually would be so damn helpful for him.
Yeah, but he does hear Python below him. He doesn't want to go for it directly. He might want to try and get some LG if he goes to jump, but no, he leaves.
Which way is Python going to go to the red? He's on the other side, exactly the area that Rep was hoping he wouldn't come from.
Yeah, now he needs to retreat.
1 minute warning.
He's running too low on health.
He's stuck for choices though. He's completely cornered in the map. He's not allowed to breach. So this is Python, I guess, playing as his name describes. Maybe he's just wrapping himself around the map completely. And there's going to be another frag. That's going to be GG. Sick.
That was interesting game to watch, definitely.
That was
Rep had a good
really
control
nice.
in the beginning. Python couldn't really do anything at first. Rep was playing it cool. But after he lost control, Python quickly just got back in the game and reached the frag lead and
He didn't
eventually
let
won the
it
game.
go though. He didn't drop it. It was like, all right, I'm getting control, and you know, I don't care how slow it takes me to get the frags, as long as I get there, and as long as I do not give away those big items to you. So really well managed by Python, and a lot of people
Definitely.
will remember him as a very old school player as well. He was around back in the CPL days, long before I was even born into esports. Basically, he's just a really high quality player. Let's get into toxicity though. Map number 2. This is Python's pick, and I'm going to start on him. He's going to be on the rail to red side, and he's hoping to get at least 1 yellow, which he should be able to. Okay, he's going to actually forfeit it completely. Doesn't want the rocket to land on him.
2 hits.
Wow.
Impressive.
Those 2 rails. He might
Yeah.
get some more damage actually, but he's got to be
And
careful.
he commits to this fight. Or does he? Well, he
Oh.
has to when he gets melted by the plasma there.
Those 2 rails at the beginning, it was just so easy for him to make that decision. But the second
Yep.
rocket misses hugely.
Wow.
That should have been a kill for Python, and he cocks it up.
And he
Whoa.
runs into the plasma. That's nice shooting from Red there.
Both frags have been done by plasma so far. I wonder how long
Yep.
it's going to go for.
Quite interesting.
You don't see that every day.
Yeah, maybe it's an Australian thing, you know?
I think the Poles will have something to argue with the plasma prestige, but
Wow,
rocket-
Python hit that direct rocket and got the lightning finish there.
2 health left there was for Python. 2. Is
Yeah, he-
nothing.
Managed to keep himself alive.
Yeah, I mean, with the red armor and a few health bubbles, he's looking really good. Rocket to rail on top of that. He's looking to clean up over here, but again,
He does eat a rocket, but he still gets the kill.
the amount of direct rockets are just ridiculous at the moment. Reb gets onto red this time. Python spamming around. I really like how these guys are playing the game with the rocket launcher, but Reb just suddenly
They're just
hits
trading
low
frags.
LG.
It's a weird game.
Rep's gonna be happy he didn't go to those health bubbles that they spawned, as Python probably would have taken him down there, but he can double back to it. Eventually. There we go. You got it, Rep. You got this.
Maybe it was just purposeful delay for the yellow.
It's all a plan.
Yeah, let's say that.
Rep really wants to play a solid game here. He wants to take him out. Being behind 2-0 is really difficult, and I'm
Yes,
pretty
it's...
over the series of the event, I think if there have been really close games, and it's usually gone back and forth in maps rather than someone catching up 2 maps behind.
Yeah.
Oh god, these direct rockets.
Python should be chasing for the kill here. His stack is just so much better, and Red is really going down now.
He just needed an extra second of time, and then he maybe would have taken the red. Again, more direct rockets, and there's just a little bit of health, and
And then we
whoa,
get the earliest forfeit I've seen in a while.
whoa there,
Look at
Rep.
Rep's railgun percentage. It's not very impressive when it's only 1 rail though.
Still, what was that about? Rep just kind of gave up on it. Like, sure, Python had all the control in the world right now, but how many minutes? How long did that last? I didn't see the clock at all.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the clock when it ended, but it wasn't long.
Does anyone in chat kind of make note of anything that happened there? Because that was a really quick GG. This is no way to close out the grand finals of this invitational. It is this is insane, the level of quick that we got going on here, but Rep seems to be letting his emotions get to him. And it is 2-7. These guys asked me to confirm. I did write it down, and it looks
And
like
players are ready.
let's do it. Let's do it. This is match point right now for Python. He could take this one all away. And
We'll see what he can do. They both spawn in the red, but Python forfeits it to red.
Yeah,
And
I
he
think-
goes for the Mega instead. That's a smart choice. He doesn't want to take that extra fight there.
But he's so much more ready to do damage over there.
Yeah,
Really,
he did that
yes.
LG completely unreturned. And he is going for the kill. He gets the kill. First frag.
Smart, it's what Rep says. But you can tell he's not got his head all the way in the game, rather.
Yeah, he's definitely not feeling happy about this current situation he's in.
I think Python's got his head in the game and inside of Rep, to be honest.
Definitely. He's probably feeling very confident right now after those 2 first map wins and this first try here.
Reps, he's just got to show us how level-headed he is, you know. He got an awesome win versus Fraze. This would be no way to go out in the grand finals. Rep managed to get red.
We saw him play good on the sensor. Now he gets the returning kill. 1-1. Tight game.
Okay, this is alright. This is Rep's map pick once again, but this means now he's got to catch up from a 2-0 map deficit.
It's still doable.
Oh, that last rocket! What happened to it?
And he kills himself.
That last rocket was just so wide. He needed that one to be direct on Python, and it would have been a frag, no problems. But okay, this is still red. This is still something positive for him.
Yeah, he's got a good fighting stack. He can challenge for the next bigger fight, no problem. Especially if he keeps hitting rails.
Yeah. 2. Okay.
2 hits already.
This is nice. He's looking for another, sneaking around with the rocket, so the...
He wants to take the red first, and Python is going to challenge him out. And Python gets the kill, what? 1 health remaining, that was just absolutely ridiculous.
Look at Rep go, he was just flying towards him for a second. I think he gave up in the end because of the rockets. But...
I don't know what was going on. Python's rockets they were absolutely impeccable there.
You're gonna say that Rep's he cocked up that fight so hard. He hit nothing but thin air walls in the sky.
Yeah, doesn't look too good for him. But he does get the kill, it's 2-1, and he just needs to wrap himself around this game again.
Solid, solid. I like that he's coming back into this, and he keeps hitting shots.
He keeps hitting shots, and he does get the second kill with the impressive rail there.
Sweet. Alright, it's Rep time right now.
Now, if he manages to get those nice spawn tracks, get himself that nice lead, not letting Python get a too big stack, it might be looking really good for him.
And so many things have gone wrong for Rep this game already, but he's making the best of it.
Yeah, there's been some mistakes and there's been some bad shooting, but that's not completely undoable anymore.
No, as we can see over here, and it just leaves me wondering what the hell happened to Python, who let all of this happen to him almost repeatedly. Like, if Rep won all those fights, it could be 7-2 right now in favor of Rep, maybe more.
Python has been doing good this game, definitely.
So Rep looking for a trap over here.
He's just listening for the sound, but he can't hear anything. Now he fights Python below. Hits 2 slugs and not hitting anything. Now he gets the first rail. He does not want to challenge for this item.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Rep gives him
those rails that Python did, those were too much.
And this is kind of stressful for Rep at the moment. He really wants this Mega, and he's going to be able to get it. He seemed uncertain.
Completely unchallenged.
I think Python might not be completely aware of the timing on that Mega, which is going to help Rep.
Or the health situation right before the Mega. I mean, if he would have just pushed in with aggressive play, he might have got the frag.
Rep's got to watch out. Oh, that was that.
He's missing all those shots. Fortunately, didn't receive any shots either.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been a kill there. And here we get a close quarter rockets again, and Python gets the kill. Game tied again, 3 versus 3.
I gotta say, Rep's pretty impressive, apart from when he gets into a close range rocket fight.
Yeah, that's where Python shines.
Yeah. Python just
Python goes for the LG kill, and he's getting it. No problem.
A bit of a risk because of the plasma, but he seemed to trust that his stack was fine and that he was willing to invest it.
Yeah, he seems to trust that plasma does not hit as often as LG does. And he does get 5th kill.
Okay, Red's just taken by Rep. 5 minutes for him to sort this one out. Python's on the Mega, just really desperately hoping that Rep won't be around at that point so he can stabilize a little bit. This has been Python's problem. He's never been able to properly stabilize. This is the time to do it.
Maybe this is definitely the time for him. He does receive some LG damage and Rep is going all aggressive. Who gets the kill here? It was a close fight, 30 health remaining. But Python got the kill, keeping his control over the map.
Rep was damn close.
Red is just rushing in with the rockets right now. Doesn't manage to do too much of damage, and Python is just falling back.
What? Uh-oh, guys. We've already seen one early GG. I don't want to know how Rep's feeling at the moment. He gets the red.
He can't be feeling too good. This is surely another frag for Python. That was very close though. I'm surprised Red managed to deal that much damage with Plasma. Python was left with 7 health. Only one more Plasma ball would have killed him. Now again, 7 health and a direct rocket. Red gets the kill, and he really needs to get back in the game now. There's still almost 4 minutes left in the clock.
There's a good chance, but Rep's just left the red. But Python moves out. He can get the red. Okay, no, I don't think he's going to get in the Mega. That's going to be Python's. But Rep's going to have all kinds of useful weapons now. And this is really crunch time for Rep.
Oh, that ambush with the rocket zone. Python is going in for the kill, and he's getting it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is looking really bad for Rep already.
What?
There we get a suicide and a kill by Python. And he's going for the frag because Rep didn't probably have the proper time for the red, or I don't know.
I think that might just have been it. I think that kill might just
It could have been
the
GG,
deal.
but there's still 3 minutes left. Let's see what Rep can do with this.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to GG this one out early. I think he wants to give it one last hurrah on this. I'm going to go over to him. He's got good health and armor.
And Rep gets the kill, 4 health remaining. He goes down to the one empty bullet there. These fights have been so close here.
Yeah, holy crap.
Players can be talking about luck after this game. After all these close fights and all these direct rockets that are happening.
Exactly. Oh man, it's that good spawn earlier for Rep where he was by red turned out not to be the good spawn because he had nothing to fight with.
Yeah.
And Python was very happy with the way it started for him. Just gave him enough time as well to get to the item.
And now Python is just playing defensively. He has a good enough stack for a small fight, but he doesn't want to rush an LG just like that.
There's no
point to it.
In it.
He's got the frag lead.
Exactly. Just keep a hold of it. You can win this invitational in 2 minutes time if you just don't let him frag you too much.
Yeah, exactly. And Red does get the frag. It's 10-5. I mean, he's not looking too good after this fight, though.
The thing is, Python didn't need to get in that fight. If he's going to keep on showing his face, then Rep's actually going to have a chance of killing him a couple more times. He needs to hit every rail, though.
Definitely. I mean, Python probably thought he can get Rep so slow that he can't play aggressive.
That's it.
We get the GG, and we have the champion for this.
We do. Python is going to take this one 3-0 in the grand finals. That is unbelievable, considering the matches that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. I did not expect this to happen. Python just slaughters Rep.